Hi, thanks for joining us on the Get Inspired Talks podcast. What you're about to listen to are highlights from a longer podcast. To listen to the entire episode, go to getinspiredtalks.com/podcast. Hi everyone, my name is Rod Jans, and you're listening to the Get Inspired Talks podcast. For this episode of the Get Inspired Talks podcast, we visit with Isabelle Mercier-Turcotte. Isabelle is a brand builder, business performance catalyst, and a best-selling author. One of Isabelle's biggest strengths is her no BS approach and ability to tell it like it is. She has a Simon Cowell edge to her, and she's not afraid to tell people what to do and how to do it. She's an inspirational speaker, a captivating storyteller, and has an unquenchable enthusiasm for life. With nearly 2 decades of hands-on experience in branding and business growth, as well as extensive learning from traveling the globe, Isabelle is determined to help small business owners all over the world catapult their way to massive success. Now please help me welcome Isabelle Mercier-Turcotte to the Get Inspired Talks podcast.
Decisions get made not by design, mainly they get made by default, by other people's desire, by other people's limiting beliefs and limited amount of skills to actually maybe get somewhere. Honestly, when someone says to me, it can't be done, I am made to prove I'm wrong. and ultimately, truly, it's not for rebelliousness that I live by design. It's for satisfaction. It's for joy. It's for impact. It's my movie and I'm going to direct it how I want it. Now, choosing to live by design isn't easy. It requires a lot of guts, a lot of boldness. It requires a lot of frustration. It requires learning to say no when it's hurtful or not liked and loved. And it's necessary. It's very rewarding to live. And I'm not saying I don't make, what's the word I'm looking for here? Concessions, or I don't meet my partner down the middle, or, that's not what I mean here. I mean, not moving forward as a robot a certain way. But yeah, it does require quite a bit of courage to live by design. It disappoints people, other people. It also has other people be proud and be happy for us, of course, but for the people who live that way. And it's not easy. Yeah, there was a time where we took 16 weeks off per year. And our life has dramatically changed. We had no animals. We had no, there's a lot of differences in my life in Yaletown in a 700 square foot condo versus a 5.2 acre equestrian retreat center. However, the beauty about deciding on the what, right? So I will decide what it is that I want and what it is where I want to go. When that is clear, it's amazing how the creative gets triggered. For example, as part of taking 16 weeks off per year, obviously I had personal coaching clients that obviously at some point they're missing coaching sessions because I'm away. But no, because I created coaching in a box. So I created ways to allow me to create the freedom that I crave, want, and need, while still providing an outstanding experience and outstanding impact, but do it differently. Nobody says that coaching has to be live on the phone, on Zoom all the time. No, there are times where we were away and our clients had their coaching sessions pre-booked, like as if we were here. They would get a beautiful box in the mail with instructions, and they would actually be instructed by paper and video and audio as to what to do next, why this exercise, as if I was in a coaching session. Even sometimes what's good with that, not only does it allow me more freedom, but it mixes it up for the client, and it allows them to not always rely on the same thing to get to the same place or to get to a different place. So it mixes it up, keeps everybody on their toes, allows everybody to have fun and still get the flexibility. So a lot of people stop themselves from living by design because of something like this, right? Oh, I've got clients. I can't do that. What if? But I play the what if game differently. I go, what if I was away 16 weeks? What would need to be created? What would need to be elevated? And what would need to be eliminated in order to allow me to do that? And that's the fun part. Yeah, and in addition to that, I know that time is an asset, and time is not only an asset, it's a limited asset, and it's a non-renewable asset. This minute here, I will never get back, right? So for me, leverage is huge. Leveraging talent, leveraging genius, leveraging time, leveraging other people's genius so that we can create an outstanding experience. And it's not perfect. Nothing is perfect. And things can be dramatically elevated to allow someone. It amazes me how when life is at stake, somehow miracles happen. But if it's anything less than life is at stake, I know damn well that Diet Coke is not healthy. I will still once in a while have a Diet Coke. And if my life suddenly, and I have this belief that, you know what, I like it and be hard to let go of it, Meanwhile, if my life was in danger, I tell you, this would be out and it would be done and it would be a no-brainer. But we don't put necessity as much on our desires and on what we want to create and how we want to live as we do on other things that might not bring as much fulfillment, and it amazes me that happens, but it does. And I'm no better. I'm not saying this because I got it nailed. No, I work at this all the time. The one actionable item that I would highly recommend to start living life by design is to, one, watch my TED Talk. And that's not to raise my numbers. This is literally because everyone is tolerating things in their lives that are keeping them in default mode rather than design mode. So I would start by watching The Power of Zero Tolerance, and then I would just simply create a list. You don't have to sit there for hours. Just create a piece of paper somewhere, leave it there. Every time you think of something, someone in my TED Talk will indicate more categories here, but something that you're tolerating, write it down. Don't do anything with it yet. Just write it down and have a look at how many things you're tolerating, from a leaky faucet to an energetic vampire friend to a Debbie Downer parent, or it doesn't matter. We're all tolerating things, big or small. Write it down. That'll be the first step. And then, after that, maybe we do another interview and then we give it a second step.
Excellent. No, that's perfect. That's a great kind of challenge. That's exactly what we're looking for, Isabelle. Thank you for that. And if people want to find out more about am I saying that? Oh man, I can't spit it out. Leap Zone Strategies. Where do they go? Leapzonestrategies.com is our main site. On there, my TED Talk is there, and you can also go to buildtorock.com for my online program that teaches small business owners how to live and operate by design. And of course, I'm on social media. I'm on Twitter @LeapZone. I'm also on Facebook, Isabelle Mercier-Turcotte. And I love to engage. I love to connect. I'm one to answer comments and be very generous and kind with my time, because I have people in my life that have been and are still generous with their time. And that's how I learn. So I think it's important for us to collaborate and connect and share so we can all learn faster, better. Good. Thanks for joining us today, Isabelle.
You're welcome anytime.
You've been listening to a highlight video from the Get Inspired Talks podcast. For the complete podcast, please go to getinspiredtalks.com/podcast.